Our planet is truly a magnificent place to live, full of wonder and beauty. So many of us are unable to actually get out and see what amazing things this world has to offer. From tall snow-covered mountains to pristine beaches with powdery sand and turquoise water. However, there are a few places on this planet that would even defy our own limits of imagination. Some places look more like landscapes from science fiction movies rather than places that actually exist on this Earth. Luckily for you, we can save you the trouble of searching these places out and bring them directly to you. From the Tateyama Kurobe Alpine route to the Fly Geyser, here are 5 amazing places that actually exist. When visiting a new place, whether it be a foreign country or a domestic town, one of the best ways to see everything is through some sort of a sightseeing tour. In Japan, one of the best tours to take is called the Tateyama Kurobe Alpine route. This sightseeing tour goes between the cities of Tateyama Toyama and Omachi Nagano. Opened in 1971, it is 23 miles long and has an elevation change of 6,480 feet. The Alpine route goes through the Yangshuo Mountains with many scenic sights as well as hiking trails. However, even though you will be able to stop at many locations, such as the Kurobe Dam, this is not the focal point of the tour. This route and its various methods of travel were all put into place and built specifically to leave no environmental footprints. On top of that, the landscapes that a person can see while taking this route is as pristine and beautiful as something out of a Tolkien book. As they travel the route, visitors will be able to see the sparkling snow walls called Yukino Otani, which stand anywhere from 50 to 65 feet tall. Also, on clear days, those that want to hike can climb to see Shomyo Falls, the tallest waterfall in Japan, which fall from 1,148 feet high in 4 different phases. Finally, for those who have even more good luck with good weather, adventurers will be able to see the tall peak of Mount Fuji, Japan's most iconic mountain. Another amazing site in Asia is the Zhangjiajie Geopark. Located in Junan and Linz counties in China, this amazing area is known for having rock formations of the most unusual colors. For a geological feature, this park is very big, covering an area of 124 square miles. These colorful rock formations have drawn visitors from all over the world and have been featured in books, magazines, and documentaries. These rock formations are the result of deposits of sandstone and other minerals that occurred over the span of 24 million years. The result of this long process was tilted by the action of the same tectonic plates that are responsible for creating parts of the Himalayan mountains. Also, over the course of years, the rock formations were made even more spectacular by erosion caused by wind and rain. What we see today are colorful formations that are smooth, sharp, and several hundred feet tall. At every turn, there are other amazing geographical features, including towers, pillars, and ravines in varying colors, patterns, and sizes. China has declared it as one of the most beautiful landforms in the country and invested millions into its protection and upkeep. In western Nevada, located on private land in Washoe County, is a unique geothermal geyser known as the Fly Geyser. When people think of geysers, their minds are usually taken to areas such as Yellowstone National Park, where there are pretty much pools of scalding hot water with holes that run deep into the earth. But this geyser is different. Counting the mound on which it sits, the Fly Geyser is approximately 5 feet high by 12 feet wide. It is a mount instead of a pool. That's not all that makes this geyser unique. The most noticeable characteristic of the Fly Geyser is the multitude of colors that show in the mound. The boiling water from the geyser contains thermophilic algae, which flourish in moist, hot environments. Because the geyser constantly spews out water, the algae have lots of time to collect on the deposits, thereby creating multiple hues of green, red, and yellow. The water from the geyser is constantly being released, reaching heights of 5 feet in the air. While this display is impressive, it has also formed travertine terraces in the areas at the base of the dome. These travertines cover an area of about 74 acres and contain between 30 and 40 pools of the expelled water. Just like the dome, the pools are colored with the same brilliant greens, reds, and yellows. Although the ranch is private, small guided nature walks are available between the months of April and October, with the geyser being only one stop along the tour. Back in the country of China, you'll find yet another amazing area that is straight out of a painting, the Yangshuo Mountains. These mountains are incredibly unique, as many of the peaks are not connected to another peak with a ridge or anything. It's almost as if a rocky mound covered in trees suddenly thrust itself upward from the ground. The peaks themselves are known as karst peaks. Karst is a topography formed from the dissolution of rocks such as limestone and gypsum. In reality, these formations aren't technically real mountains. They are the result of tens of millions of years of extreme erosion in the area. After the land wore away over time, what was left were these sharp, towering peaks. The town of Yangshuo is nestled comfortably among the tall mountains. It is also bordered on one side by the Li River. In the 1980s, the area became popular with foreign tourists looking to go backpacking. So, the government started organizing tours, and by the late 90s, it became an entire industry. Nowadays, the Yangshuo region has numerous locations for climbing. The most famous of these mountains to conquer is Moon Hill, with several lines graded 5.13 on the Yosemite scale. Other popular peaks include Low Mountain, Twin Gates, Baby Frog, The Egg, Bamboo Grove, and Wine Bottle Cliff. One of the most alien places you can visit on our planet is in Naica, Chihuahua, Mexico, called Cueva de los Cristales, or Cave of the Crystals. Discovered in 2000 by brothers Juan and Pedro Sanchez while drilling a mine, this cave has captured the attention of cave explorers and geologists alike. However, while it is beautiful, it is also one of the most deadly places in the world. Naica lies on a fault just above an underground magma chamber, which is located only 2 or 3 miles below the cave. For years, the cave was flooded full of groundwater, which was superheated by the nearby magma chamber. However, cooler surface water would seep into the cave, mixing and diluting into the hot water. This reaction, along with the mixture of certain minerals, caused gypsum crystals to form very slowly over the course of hundreds of thousands of years. When the miners finally discovered the cave, they pumped out the water. What was left was a stunning display of geological beauty. Humongous gypsum crystals, some measuring over 40 feet long, 13 feet in diameter, and weighing around 55 tons, fill the void from ceiling to floor, leaving very narrow spaces for people to walk. Remember though, the chamber is only a couple of miles above a magma chamber, so the temperatures inside the cave are dangerously high, generally ranging from 115 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit with a humidity of around 93%. Scientists working to explore and examine the cave could only last around 5 to 10 minutes before having to return. Even when they developed specialized suits to keep their bodies cool, the extreme heat would cause their equipment to malfunction. Never before had scientists and explorers encountered such a dangerous and unforgiving climate. In October of 2015, the owners of the mine halted operations. The water pumps shut down, and the caves were slowly flooded again. Some rumors circulated for a short time that the pumps may be turned back on, but for now, it remains as it was thousands of years ago. It never ceases to amaze how beautiful our planet can be. A vast array of landscapes and wonders exist sometimes right under our noses. The best part about discovery is that there is always more to discover. Who knows what else lies out there for us to stumble across? To see another video about amazing places on Earth, be sure to click the link on screen now. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.